This is Trip. They said they needed somebody whose mic demeanor matches how the D-League get it hype inside that ice arena. For live action analysis and highlights, you need to let your host on the mic, Mr. Reichert, be the light to lead you through life between the pipes. Incite like an encyclopedia. Look inside yourself, find the fight to compete in you. Get in while you can, the numbers doubling fast. Asses in the seats and snot bubbles on the glass. Sign your name on the line for your spot and lock it up. This is hockey, we'll see who talking tough when they drop the puck. Try to keep your teeth and knock it up. Sorry about your luck. You should probably go sit down somewhere safe and get doctored up. Turn it up loud, let it knock in your truck. Or in the office, sound waves ripple through coffee cups. Come on. Log on, lock it in, and lock it up. It's DLeagueRadio.com, let's talk it up. Again. Log on, lock it in, and lock it up. It's DLeagueRadio.com, let's talk it up. Lace your skates up or sit back reading the tea leaves. You are now tuned into the D-League. If you ain't bumping this in your ride, you need a DD. You are now tuned into the D-League. Leave the TV, come and see it in 3D. You are now tuned into the D-League. It's the best podcast in the biz, better believe me. You are now tuned into the D-League.
And welcome, hockey fans, to the 12:45 game of the CIDL schedule. We have the Bandits versus the Wild Goose. I'm Matt Whips. I'm joined by Patrick Samborski, making his D-League radio debut. Welcome, Patrick.
Thank you very much.
Patrick, we got a good matchup today between a first and second place team. The Bandits at 3-0-1, good for 7 points, versus the Goose at 2-1-1 at 5 points. What are your thoughts as we get ready to start this game?
Well, this sounds like it's going to be a very exciting game. We have two teams coming off very convincing wins last week. The Bandits winning 5-0 against the Blues, and the Wild Goose winning 5-1 against the Knights. Both teams also have a player with at least one goal on average per game, so it looks like we could have some fireworks here tonight.
All right, so we're just about ready to go. Ryan Kelleher, the sole official out there, he's got his work cut out for him today. He had a lot of exercise the first game, which was a crazy 5-5 tie between the Jesters and Wolverines. And now we get ready for the first novice matchup of the afternoon. The Goose going from left to right on your radio dial. The Bandits right to left. The Bandits in the tan jerseys. The Goose in the forest green. And we are underway. Ken Busby now for the Bandits gains the zone. Looking to center, that goes wide. Taken by Josh Strathman, who clears it up. Kept in by Kelly Houston. Broken up by Dan Jones, who's looking to clear, and does. Up to Collins. Gets that ahead. That's turned aside by Nick Foster. Busby now calling for the puck. Houston keeps it in. Where it's taken by Dylan McMahon for the Goose. McMahon still with it. He gets it out of the zone. Now Nick Peterson. Peterson still with it. Shoots. And Peterson scores. So just over a minute in, and the Wild Goose lead this one 1-0.
It's a very interesting play we just saw there. It seemed like the Bandits defense were both covering the outside men on the 3-on-2, and Nick Peterson just waltzed right in there, took a shot on net, and scored a goal.
Yeah, so just like that, the Goose take the lead. And chip it ahead where it's taken by Captain Jake Adams. Dumps it in for Forbes. Chipped up for Todd Torgerson. Cameron Brose centers. McCarthy now. That's deflected. Still in the zone, kept in by Adams. Bandits looking to clear. Just get it out. Now Torgerson takes it for the Goose. Josh Malang chips it up. Adams takes it just inside his own blue line. Up to Brose. Bros back to Todd Torgerson. Josh Malang now. Looking to center, and does. Just gets deflected wide. Bros behind his own net. Up to Malang. Don Papian looking to clear. Chipped up. Good play there by Torgerson to keep that in, but the Bandits chip it out. Allen now. He's got Martin Lopez in pursuit, but does just get it out. Dan Jones brought it in, but it was just offsides. 16:50 to go here in the first. It's 1-0 Goose.
So far, we've seen some very impressive puck movement by the Wild Goose here. They've used most of the ice, tried to keep the puck moving in the offensive zone, and they've had some good pressure so far.
Good movement there. Now Dan Jones chips it in for the Bandits. Goose chip it out. And that is Josh Dunt. Looking to take a return pass, but that's broken up by Dan Jones. Jones gains the zone. Still with the puck. He's got Collins with him on his left. Lee Collins now. That's broken up by Strathman. Good play there by number 88. Peterson now for the Goose. Gains his zone, still with it. Gets it over to Dunt. That's broken up by Busby. Good play by Ken Busby, who gets it out. He's got Lee Collins to his left. Busby regains the puck, centers, and that's broken up by Strathman, who clears the zone. Josh Dunt hustling to corner, negates the icing call. Bandits looking to clear, but it's kept in by the Goose. Robinson now. Had it in the slot momentarily, but that's steered aside where it's taken by Jones. Jones chips it up and out of the zone where it's taken by Strathman. Strathman dumps it in. Taken by Frobes. Up to Lee Collins, who returns it to Busby. Peterson now. Still with it. Good play there by Frobes to clear it. Jeff Fortner. He tangles with Peterson. Peterson still with it. That puck is deflected wide. Good play by Frobes there. Puck's kind of stuck on top of the net. We'll have a stoppage in play. So 14:27 to go. Still 1-0 Goose. So Patrick, neither team sustaining a lot of offensive pressure yet, but some good puck movement on both sides.
Absolutely. Seems like both teams are very well coached. Two coaches are behind the bench, making sure everything's going well, and we have some good hockey so far.
Adams keeps it in temporarily. Well, it does keep it in. Now Matt Burns for the Goose. That's steered aside. Dylan McMahon. It's chipped out by Lopez. Icing is waved off. It's taken by Adams, who reverses direction. Lopez again. Looking to keep it in. Matt Burns breaks it out. Lopez. That's steered aside. A lot of pressure from Martin Lopez. Don Papian now. He battles with Burns. Good keep in by Frobes. Puck's chipped, and we have an icing call. So 13 minutes to go in the first period, 1-0 Goose.
This is some good pushback here by the Bandits. The first few minutes may have been slightly in favor of the Wild Goose, and they had a little bit more zone time, but now the Bandits are keeping up here and trying to put back some pressure. And the Wild Goose had to ice the puck here to relieve some pressure and get a new line out.
One back by the Bandits. It's chipped back to the point. Good shot there. Turned aside by Foster. Houston keeps it in. Lopez with the puck. Over to Papian. Houston pinches down, keeps it in. Good play by Kelly Houston. Lopez again. Good centering pass to Papian. Nick Foster got just enough of that puck. Great centering pass. Now here comes Bros. That's broken up where it's taken by Lopez. He chips it up to Don Papian. It's taken by Strathman for the Goose in the neutral zone. Up ahead to Bros now. He's got a little bit of room. He shoots, but that's steered aside. He tangles with Houston. Strathman keeps it in for the Goose. That's dumped back down. Centering pass. Just wide there by Bros. Now the Bandits look to clear. And they get it out to the zone where it's taken by Strathman, who dumps it right back in. And Houston will field it for the Bandits. Both teams making a line change. Houston chips it up to Lee Collins. Collins centers. Good pass to Busby. Busby gets it in deep where it's taken by Strathman. Strathman chips it up. Bandits seal the wall. Busby. Foster makes a good save, battles with Fortner, and then covers up. So some good pressure now by the Bandits, Patrick.
It's fantastic pressure. I'm sure they've got to be kicking themselves on the bench. There was a beautiful pass by Martin Lopez, and then a beautiful finish. But Nick Foster seems to be up to the task here 2 times in that last shift. Great saves, keeping the Goose up 1-0 here.
Busby now battles with Peterson. Back to the point where Forbes takes it.
Another wonderful save by Nick Foster here. Put it on a show.
Strathman battles along with Collins along the boards. Good battle there. The puck is chipped out. Now here comes Dunn. Gets tangled. And Dan Jones bothers him just enough to get him off that puck, but without committing a penalty. Good play by Jones. Now Busby takes it back behind his own net where he'll reset. Comes up the middle. Looking to hit Fortner with a pass just out of his reach. Now Peterson in the high slot. He's bothered just enough by Forbes. Kept in by Torgerson. Torgerson still with the puck. That's blocked aside. Lee Collins looking to clear and does. A hustling Ken Busby looking to get it before the icing. And
he did just enough to get it waved off by the ref.
Yeah, he thought it was going to be a stoppage, so he sort of veered away from it, but still a live puck. Torgerson now. And Chris Robinson was just ahead of the play, so that's going to result in an offsides. And so John Good makes his way out to the ice for the Goose as we're at the 8-minute mark now to go in the first, so they gain another player.
Hey, always good to have an extra skater out there.
Yeah.
They look like they have quite an advantage on the bench here. Seems like they have about twice as many players as the Bandits do. So.
Yeah, only 9 skaters for the Bandits, so something to definitely keep an eye on as this game goes on.
Exactly. By the time the third period comes along, it might make a big difference for them.
Houston now looks to clear and does. Matt Burns dumps it in for the Goose. Forbes behind his own net, pursued by Dylan McMahon. That goes the length of the ice, but it's on goal where Foster will make the save. Lopez now, he centers. That's broken up by McCarthy. McCarthy has the puck, and he's got a break. McCarthy in, shoots. Turned aside by Aaron Harris, great save. Now here comes Lopez the other way. Goose in the middle of a line change. Lopez 1-on-3, and that's steered aside and chipped out by Strathman. Forbes now chips it up. That goes in for the icing play.
What a glorious chance for the Wild Goose there. They had a 2-on-0, great shot, but Aaron Harris is trying to do the same thing as his counterpart Nick Foster and try and keep his team in the game here.
Yeah, that was a big save there by Harris because, like you said, it was a big chance, 2-on-0, all kinds of options, and Harris stood in there and made a great save. Busby and McCarthy now. It's one back by the Goose, where Strathman takes it. He chips over for McMahon. McMahon now in the slot. That's deflected wide. Centered, but nobody home. And Fortner looking to clear, and does. Just out of the reach of Lee Collins. Strathman takes it in front of his own netminder. Wisely chips it up the boards and out. And Forbes chips it back in. Philip Pashka now for the Wild. Wild Goose, that is. All right, Pashka again behind the net. He chips it over where it's going to be taken by Collins. Keeps it in for the Bandits. Centers. That's turned aside by Foster. And here comes Dylan McMahon. He's got Bros with him. McMahon still with it. That's turned aside and chipped out by Forbes. Strathman now. He gets it over to Phil Pashka. Strathman takes it himself, where he's going to gain the zone. Strathman still has it, shoots. That's deflected wide by Houston. Forbes has seen enough of that and chips it out. Pashka brings it back in. Collins now. Lee Collins still with the puck. That's deflected where it's taken by the Goose and chipped out of the zone. 4:29 to go here in the first. Still 1-0 Wild Goose. Great to have you with us here on CIDL Hockey on D-League Radio. This is the 12:45 matchup. That goes for an icing. 1-0 Goose. And Patrick, right now the Bandits appear to be doing a good job of kind of letting the puck do the work and not trying to skate too much with such a short bench.
Exactly. They're trying to conserve energy here for the later periods when it gets more difficult, but they've been doing a great job. You know, the game's been going back and forth, and the Bandits have had their opportunities. Nick Foster has certainly been the star of the first period, I would say, keeping the Wild Goose to this 1-0 lead, but the Bandits are coming hard, and they have a face-off in the zone, so we'll see how it goes.
Chipped back where it's taken by John Good of the Wild. And that's chipped out, but that's going to be on net where Harris will turn that aside. Taken by Dan Jones. Intercepted by Good in the neutral zone. He chips it back in. Lopez now for the Bandits. Don Papian chips it in where it's taken by John Good. Jones retrieves it again for the Bandits. And that's going to go for an icing. So 3 minutes to go. Good first period of play. Both teams with their scoring chances. Good goaltending on both ends. We got a good game so far.
This is everything we could have hoped. Tight hockey game, great chances, makes it exciting for everyone around, and another face-off in the Wild Goose zone here.
Chipped up and out. Houston now will retrieve it for the Bandits. Intercepted in the neutral zone. Peterson now. He's got Robinson in the middle if he can get it to him. That shot goes just wide. Robinson wraps it around. Where Julie Moore fields it. Doesn't quite get it out. Adams keeps it in. Gets a shot. Turned aside by Harris. Moore again. Good. Another good job by Jake Adams to seal that point and keep it in. Peterson again. Tries to get it over to Dunt. Just wide. Kept in by Good. Good chips it up. Moore bothered by Dunt. Shot and a big save by Aaron Harris on a great play by Peterson. I think he was startled by how open he was there in the slot.
Exactly, and that's one of those saves. It might be a little early to call it a turning point, but minute and a half left in this first period. Your team's down 1-0. Aaron Harris just did his team a big favor, keeping the score the way it is, letting them hopefully get into the period down, out of the period down only 1-0.
And at 3-0-1, I don't think the Bandits have trailed much this season, so they're finding themselves in the unfamiliar position of being down 1-0. Now Collins pursues Pashka, where they tangle, but both are okay.
It looks like Collins' stick is now in the skate blade of Philip Pashka. That's always a little funny when you see that happen.
Yeah, I'm surprised we don't see that more, but that's tough. Houston fans on the play. McMahon now. He shoots. Big save by Harris. He had trouble with that one. That was up on his shoulder. And that's chipped out by Busby. Now Fortner with it. That's steered aside by Harris. Just under 15 seconds now. Houston has it in the corner. She chips it up and out. Over to Strathman, who dumps it back in, and that'll just about do it. And that's the end of the first period. So after one, it's the Wild Goose 1 and the Bandits nothing. And Patrick, again, a very well-played game so far. Good coaching on both sides, good puck movement, good goaltending. It's a little bit of everything.
Exactly. We've had a few players. I feel like Kelly Houston has shown an excellent ability to stay back and play calm defense. And then for the Wild Goose, we've definitely seen Nick Peterson show off some excellent skills. But like you say, the two goalies have really been the stars on the ice. And my first thought while watching this is actually the first hockey game, the CIDL, I watched this year with my busy schedule. And I would say that the stars of the show right now are Curtis DeSellis and Pete Van Houweling. I think the idea that the CIDL has coaches for these players is a wonderful idea, and it shows. Just in the first period there, we see that the players are making very intelligent decisions, getting the puck to the side and out of the middle, letting their teammates help out, and just playing some excellent hockey. Yep,
and both coaches are giving their team instructions as we speak, which is always great to see. We just want to remind you that all of the CIDL action is brought to you by the Keg Stand, now in their third year as primary sponsor, located at 3530 Westtown Parkway in West Des Moines. Over 90 beers on tap, full menu, some of the best food in town, specials every day, Monday through Friday, open till 2 a.m., 7 days a week. And the official sponsor of the CIDL. And also So Cherry, who provides a lot of the jerseys you'll see in our league. They do a great job. No minimum order. You can order one or you can order 50. So Cherry. And finally, Red Dragon Herbs. You can find them online at reddragonherbs.net now that the farmers market has concluded for the year. So lots of good product available there. Our own Ryan Llewellyn is the proprietor of Red Dragon Herbs. So just underway in the second. 1-0 Goose. Bandits chip it out. John Good dumps it back in for the Goose. Adams now controls it for the Goose. He looks to clear and does. It's up to Josh Malang. He gains the zone, just offsides.
Yeah, Cameron Bros just ahead of him there and causing the offside for the Wild Goose.
So Patrick, we mentioned earlier The Bandits only with 9 skaters, and this is the period of the long change. So I think we'll start to see an effect now. They obviously have to keep their shifts very short this period.
Exactly. The long change is something a lot of people don't realize. It makes a big difference here, so we'll see how that goes in the second period.
Chipped in by the Goose. Collins pursues. John Good gets there first and chips it out. Now Busby looks to reset things. Dan Jones takes it for the Bandits. Up to Collins. Good pushes it up to Josh Malang. Good play by Houston to put that to the corner. Lopez now for the Bandits. Gets it over the corner, but not out. Jones clears. And we have another icing. And when you have 9 skaters, icing is always kind of your best friend.
Exactly. As I've told my teammates, our teammates on the Wanderers many times, we do not have the rule where you're not allowed to change. So with 9 skaters, you ice the puck as many times as you need to, get that line change and get fresh legs out there.
So the face-off to the left of Aaron Harris. That's turned aside where Dunt pursues for the Goose. Good battle along the boards there where it's taken by Busby. Kept in by the Goose. Good play by Phil Pashka. Pashka again keeps it in. Down to Dunt. Strathman now for the Goose. Chips it in. Dan Jones resets for the Bandits. Gets it up to Busby. Good poke check there by Pashka. And it's cleared by the Bandits, and this will go the length. Nope.
Oh.
Looks like Foster decided to play it. So no icing on the play. Forbes now chips it up for Lopez. Lopez chips up to Collins. Collins back to Lopez. Good give and go there. Lopez centers, nobody home. Dunt fields it for the Goose. Dan Jones keeps it in for the Bandits. Good pressure there by the Bandits, just wide. Pashka now in the corner. He gets it over to Strathman. Lopez gets it away from him. Now Collins for the Bandits. Good sustained pressure by the Bandits. Collins again, this time over the net and into the netting. So 15:45 to go in the second, 1-0 Goose. Bandits are starting to press the issue a little bit, though.
Exactly. It's quite impressive. As we've mentioned, they have a short bench, but they've definitely been putting some pressure on here in these last couple minutes. Lee Collins with 2 good shots. Well, the first shot was great. The second one, he got under the puck a little bit, and that's why we lost that one. So referee Ryan Kelleher went to get a new puck for us to start off here to the right of goalie Nick Foster.
Draw one back by the Goose where it's taken by John Good. Good's going to skate it out himself. No, it's pinched in. A good play by Forbes that time. And it's cleared by the Goose. Kelly Houston's going to field it. Gets it out of harm's way through the neutral zone up to Julie Moore, but that's cut off by McMahon. Still in the zone where it's taken by Houston. Just out of the zone. Free out for the Bandits. Adams dumps it back in for Burns, but that's cleared by the Bandits. Now Fortner chips it ahead. Don Papian now. He chips it up, but he's bothered by McMahon. McMahon gains the zone. Partial fanning on that attempt, kept in by the Goose. Good play there by Burns. Chipped out. This will not be enough for an icing. Jake Adams pursues. And as you can imagine, the Bandits don't press the issue, not with 9 skaters. That's chipped back in, where it's taken by John Good. 13:49 to go here in the second. 1-0 Goose. McCarthy. That's broken up by Forbes. Matt Burns chips it in where Houston gathers it behind her own net. Pursued by McCarthy. Kept in by Good. Good play by John Good. Burns shoots. That's steered aside by Harris. Good play there. Forbes looking to clear. Still kept in by the Goose. Houston now gets it out. Good play there.
The trusty defense of Kelly Houston. Get the puck out of there, give your team a break, and try and get a line change in.
All right, Adams now looking to clear and does. Adams gets it back. He's got Malang with him, keeps it himself. Adams still with the puck. Shoots just wide. Torgerson shoots. Well, there was kind of a pile up there, but it resulted in a goal. Not sure who got that.
I think we're going to see that it's Captain Jake Adams who may have put that one in for the Wild Goose.
All right, in any event, they double their lead and is now 2-0 Goose. With 12:25 to go here in the second.
It's got to be heartbreaking for the Bandits there. They were putting on some pressure and gave up another goal at the end of that, unfortunately.
Yep, a lot of time to go. 2-0 Goose. Dunt chips it in, where it's taken by Lopez, who backhands it out to Collins. Lee Collins, he's got Busby with him. Gets it over to Busby. Drives the net, Busby shoots wide. Collins again with the puck. Looking for Busby in the middle, just out of his reach. Houston now pinching in. Busby backs her up. Good play there by the Bandits. Goose looking to clear. Lopez keeps it in for the Bandits. Centers. That's steered aside by Foster. Now Dan Jones steps up. He chips it in. Good pressure by the Bandits. And once again, Busby backs up Houston. Finally cleared by the Goose. Patrick, good give and go, not give and go, but a good exchange of positions there. Houston went deep, and right away you saw Busby come back and cover her position. So it's great to see good fundamentals
exactly.
like that.
It's once again, it's just indication that Pete Van Houweling has done an excellent job coaching here. Like you say, Kelly Houston, who had been playing fairly defensively, made a couple of good pinches there, but Kent Busby came back, covered on the point, and did well for the Bandits.
So that second Goose goal was actually credited to Josh Malang with the assist to Todd Torgerson and Jake Adams. So 2-0 Goose. Dylan McMahon with the puck now. Just cleared out by the Bandits. Nick Peterson now for the Goose. Looking to center. That's broken up there by Forbes. Forbes tangles with Chris Robinson. Lee Collins chips it out, and the Goose will reset. Pashka out of the reach of Robinson. Now Collins gains his own for the Bandits. He's got Lopez. He shoots wide. Dan Jones keeps it in. Now it comes out. The Bandits will need to reset. Here comes Lopez. His shot is blocked by Peterson. Nick Peterson chips it out. Looking to get it back himself. Great hustle by Lopez to break that up. The Goose still have it in. Now Jones steers it aside. Robinson in the corner. McMahon takes it for the Goose. But now the Bandits do chip it out. Fortner's got Collins with him. He dumps it in. Where Good takes it for the Goose. Puck deflects, but he gets it back. Now John Good, still with the puck. Harris fought that off. Steered aside by Harris. Adams looking to keep it in, but couldn't quite do it, so he retrieves it in the neutral zone. Goose making a change. Peterson now. He's bothered by Jones, who clears it for the Bandits. Goose gained possession, steered aside by Harris. Good shot by Malang. Bandits clear where it's taken by Good in the neutral zone. Fortner now. Fortner's got a step. Good play by Good to break that up. Now McCarthy chips it ahead to Burns. Back to McCarthy. Dan Jones for the Bandits. Kept in by Good. Good play there. Matt Burns centers. Great play. Steered aside by Harris. Great centering pass to Josh Malang.
Another fantastic save by Aaron Harris there, really keeping his team in it here.
Wow, and just like that, what looked like a fairly innocent play, Harris made the initial stop. It went between his legs and sort of sat there on the goal line. I don't think it was in yet.
Yeah, I agree with that one. It looked like it was just lying there, but unfortunately the only two players around Aaron Harris were two of his opponents, and that's an easy one to just push it into the net there.
Yeah, so now it's 3-0 Goose, just under 7 minutes to go here in the second period. So this is a tall order for the Bandits. Got a short bench and you're down by 3. Strathman chips it up for the Goose, but good play there by Collins to seal that off. He centers for Busby, but couldn't quite get that through. Forbes chips it in. Collins tags up. Broken up by the Goose, where Dunt looks to clear and does. Chipped back in. It's taken by Phil Pashka. Dunt chips it up, but Collins intercepts. He's got Busby with him. But good defense by the Goose. McCarthy now in a race with Forbes. Both players collide and go into the bench pretty hard, but look to be okay.
Yeah, it's good that everyone looks okay there. That sounded pretty violent from up here.
That was kind of a scary play, but again, they're okay. About 5 minutes to go here in the second. Still 3-0 Goose. Lopez will take the draw for the Bandits against McCarthy. Kept in by Dunt. That goes wide to Brose. Brose gets it back to the point, but intercepted by Collins. Collins chips it out. Pashka chips it ahead. Turned over to Busby. Busby looking to get it to Lopez. Kelly Houston chips it in. Now Strathman. Gets it up and out. It's dumped back in by the Bandits. Josh Strathman might have the longest stick in the league. I mean, and he's tall anyway. He's got big reach with that thing.
Exactly. Certainly as a defenseman, that's it's always an advantage.
McMahon now follows his own shot. Foster makes a save. Still live. And finally the Bandits get out of danger back to the corner. Houston looking to clear. Still in the zone. That puck just sort of danced on the blue line. Shot wide by Torgerson. Pashka now. He centers just off the stick of McMahon. Now Busby has the puck for the Bandits in the neutral zone. He's got Lopez with him. Just onside. Broken up nicely by McMahon. Here come the Goose. McMahon gets around Houston. Still with the puck. That's broken up by Forbes and out to Busby. Adams now just inside his own zone. Gets up the middle, but there's Forbes, intercepts for the Bandits. He dumps it in where it's going to be taken by Adams. He's pursued by Lopez. Adams gets it up to Peterson. Peterson for the Goose. And Foster's seen enough, and he's going to cover up. So just under 3 minutes to go now in the second period. 3-0 Goose. Bandits showing some good pushback, though, Patrick.
The Bandits are. You can sort of see that they're starting to get a little bit tired here, but they've been trying hard getting the puck into the zone, and hopefully they'll find the shot that they need.
Kept in by Good at the point. That's broken up. Adams now, little mini slapper. Houston loses her stick. Regains it. Just in time to steer it aside. Now Julie Moore looking to clear. Adams keeps it in for the Goose. Good puck pursuit by the Goose. Still in the zone. Now Houston looking to clear, but Adams keeps it in. Now John Good. He fires, but doesn't get all the way through. Jones clears it. Moore unable to get it. Now Adams retrieves for the Goose. Now Malang. And Peterson still with it. Just got a little ahead of himself, and Harris covers up. Minute and a half to go, 3-0 Goose.
Yeah, it certainly seems like the Wild Goose is smelling blood here and trying to get one more goal in before the end of this period to extend their lead.
Big save there by Harris. Another save by Harris. Another save, and that time Peterson got in, dove for it, and Harris made 3 big saves but couldn't make the fourth,
exactly.
And it is now 4-0 Wild Goose with just over a minute here in the second period.
2 of our previous goal scorers, Nick Peterson and Josh Malang, look like they combined on that one. I think Nick Peterson is the one who finally put that, as you say, 4th shot in. So Aaron Harris equal to the task on the first 3, but unfortunately the 4th one went in.
Yeah, tough play there. If you're on the Bandits, you're trying to get out of that period with the 3-goal deficit, but now it's 4, so very tall order now. 30 seconds to go now. Goose bring it back in the zone where it's chipped in there by McCarthy. Still in the zone, Strathman from the point. That's steered to the corner. Matt Burns looking to center. 10 seconds now. And along the end boards, and finally, if you're a member of the Bandits, that horn sounds ending the second period. So Patrick, 4-0 Goose. And I think we're seeing signs of that short bench starting to take its toll.
That's exactly it. You could see that, Martin Lopez, Ken Busby having great games so far, but it seems like towards the end of that second period, they were just losing half a step. And as we saw, the Wild Goose pounced on it, got a few good shots, and then eventually it's just too many. And even Aaron Harris is not equal to the task.
Well, and Harris made several big saves that period, but you can only really ask your goaltender to make 1 big save. And then he made 3 in a row, were just incredible. But that 4th one just couldn't quite do it. And it's 4-0 Goose. So if you got a short bench, as in the case of the Bandits, what do you do here in the third to try to at least get back in this thing a little bit?
I think the easiest thing to do is always go back to fundamentals. Make the smart, quick play, get the puck into the zone, and try and get that first one. The only way to score 4 goals to make this comeback is to start with the first one. Get one, then build on that.
All right, and if you're the Goose, you got a full bench. What are you looking to do here to protect that lead or maybe even expand it?
And so the Goose would probably have to do the exact opposite. Take your time, skate as much as you can, try and get the Bandits even more tired than they are, and then as we've seen, pounce on your opportunities, capitalize, and like you say, get a 5th goal, and that should probably put this game out of reach if that were to happen.
So the scoring started at 57 seconds of the first. Nick Peterson for the Goose. In the second period, all goals by the Goose. Josh Malang from Torgerson and Adams, followed by Matt Burns from McCarthy and Malang, and then Nick Peterson again from Malang. So we are at 4-0 Goose, just ready to start the third period. And the third period, of course, is 18 minutes instead of 20 because there's the possibility of a stop clock, the last two, if we're within a differential of 2 goals or less. Adams controls the puck for the Goose. Up the middle, but gets it through.
That was a very dangerous pass there.
Yeah, where it's taken by McCarthy. As a defenseman, I cringe every time I see one of those. Not that I haven't been guilty of it myself, but frozen by Harris. So we will have a face-off to the right of Harris here in the Bandit zone. Wholesale changes for the Goose. Back to Good at the point, who shoots it wide. Dan Jones retrieves it for the Bandits. It's intercepted by Torgerson. Gets it back to the point for Adams, who shoots. That goes wide. Both teams making good use of the point. Get it back to their defenseman. Torgerson centers. Harris has seen enough as McMahon was barreling in, ready for a rebound if there was one.
Very good job there by Aaron Harris. One of the other things he could do, get as many changes as he can, get the fresh legs, keep the shift short, help his guys out, cover the puck like that.
A little mix-up here on the Bandits. Now Lopez replaces Kelly Houston. Lopez wins it back. Don Papian now for the Bandits. He wraps it around for Lee Collins. Collins has Lopez just behind him, but Busby picks it up. Busby breaks in, but Adams pursues him, and John Good now takes it for the Goose. Collins keeps it in for the Bandits. Lopez now, he centers. That's broken up by Adams. Right in the stick of Collins, his shot goes wide. Good pursuit by the Bandits. John Good chips it out for the Goose. This will not be enough for an icing. McMahon pursues for the Goose and gets a shot on goal. That's stepped aside by Harris. Wraparound by Peterson. That's steered aside by Harris. Now Busby with the puck. He gets it out to Collins. That's chips ahead, but then Good takes it for the Goose. Where it's taken by Lopez. Good play there by Lopez. John Good breaks that up and brings it out himself. Good still with the puck. He's got Fortner to beat. Gets around him. John Good shoots. That's just deflected wide by Busby. Good play there by Busby to break that up. Lopez now takes it himself. He's bothered by Malang. Good now intercepts at the top of the slot. He shoots. That's blocked by Fortner. Malang again. Looking to center. Just out of the reach of Cameron Brose. Brose now returns the favor, and that's broken up by Busby.
Oh, 3-on-1 rush here.
Busby with Lopez and Collins if he can get it, but it's broken up. Fortner now. He gets it ahead to Busby, back to Fortner. Fortner up to Collins. Loses it in his skates, where it's retrieved by Busby. Now Collins gains the zone. Lee Collins still with it. He's got Lopez with him. Good patience by Collins. That is blocked by Nick Peterson and finally cleared by Good. No icing. McCarthy pursues. Actually, that's Robinson. Just goes wide. Julie Moore up the middle. Lee Collins looks to chip it out and does. Now Strathman for the Goose. He takes it himself. He's got all kinds of room. Here comes Josh Strathman. Backhand. And stopped by Aaron Harris. That was like the parting of the Red Sea. All of a sudden, there was nothing but open ice for Josh Strathman.
Exactly. As I said earlier, the Goose just has to capitalize on some of their chances, and that was one of them. I don't know, as you say, everyone just went on the change at the wrong time or something, and number 88, Josh Strathman, was just all alone, but Aaron Harris decides he doesn't want to let in any more goals today.
Dunt now for the Goose. And it goes, looks like it was going wide. It was deflected and goes into the back of the net. It is now 5-0 Goose. Not much Harris could do about that one. Definitely changed direction on him.
Yeah, it changed direction. It was a nice backhand, and I think he was just surprised. It was really quick off the draw, but as you say, 5-0 for the Wild Goose, and seems like the Bandits are running out of time here.
Backhands are always tough for goaltenders, but when they change direction like that, it's almost impossible. So 5-0 Goose, 12:35 to go. Harris steers us aside. Goose looking to clear, but it's kept in. That's Peterson. Harris made the save. Wasn't sure where it was for a moment, but does cover up in time. McCarthy now takes the draw, wins it back to Strathman. Strathman gets a good shot on goal. That just about got through, but Harris kind of caught that between his pads, didn't really know where it was, and now it looks like Kelleher's fishing it out of his goal pads.
Doesn't look like anyone knows where that is, but 2 saves in a row. Aaron Harris, not sure of himself, but he had them. He had the save both times.
One back again, Strathman shoots, that's blocked. Kelly Robinson looks to clear, or Kelly Houston, excuse me, but that's kept in by Strathman. Now Papian clears up to Jones, just out of the zone. Phil Pashka chips it in for the Goose. Julie Moore now, just out of the zone for Jones. Jones has Houston with him. He's bothered by McCarthy. And now Strathman clears. McCarthy. Over to Torgerson. Kelly Houston now for the Bandits. That's broken up by Good, but still in the Bandits or Wild Goose zone. Now it's cleared. Matt Burns now. Bothered by Julie Moore, just enough to cause an offsides. 10.5 to go here in the third. Wild Goose 5, Bandits 0. Great to have you with us here on D-League Radio for the second of 5 games. Our first game was Wolverines Jesters, very entertaining, ended in a 5-5 tie. This is the 12:45 tilt. Next at 2 o'clock is the Benders and Stampede. Torgerson now for the Goose. Gets around Lopez. Tough angle shot. That goes wide. Lopez now. I don't think Lopez ever gets tired. He's just out there full speed all the time.
It certainly seems like it. He's one of the few. There he comes all the way into the offensive zone.
Collins chips it in. That's steered aside by Foster. Goose clear. Back in by Papian, but now Good recovers for the Goose. Good had a step for a moment, but then guess who? Martin Lopez came back and broke that up. Now Collins for the Bandits. He's got Busby with him. Centers. Foster covers that up. Good play that time to go to the net by Busby, but Foster did a very smart thing and covered that puck up.
It's wonderful to see this here. The Bandits, they know it might be out of reach, but they're still fighting. They want to break that shutout.
I'm very impressed. They got to be exhausted, but they're not giving up at all. They're
as you said, Martin Lopez, I don't know where it's coming from. He just went up and down the ice 4 times in the same shift.
Kept in by the Bandits now. Foster again covers up. So a little pressure now by the Bandits. 8:49 to go. Good keep in that time by Julie Moore. Lopez on the draw against Peterson. Collins gets it, and that's chipped wide. Lopez battles, keeps it in temporarily. Busby now chips it to the side. Now Jake Adams takes it for the Goose. The captain clears it out, where Jeff Fortner pursues it. Fortner with the puck behind his own net. Up to Collins. Collins to Lopez, just out of his reach. But he's going to get to that puck first. Here he comes. He's got Busby in the center. Centers it, but nobody home except the Goose. It's broken up by Josh Malang. Chipped up but not out. Kept in by Fortner. Fortner shoots just wide. 7:49 to go. Julie Moore keeps it in. Good play there. Chipped out by Cameron Brose. And here comes Nick Peterson. He's got a step. He shoots. And Harris got a piece of that, and that goes wide.
Fantastic speed there out of Nick Peterson. Comes out of nowhere to take that shot on net.
Bandits counter again. Here comes Busby. Busby still has it. Shoots just wide. Still in the zone. Now it's chipped out. Here comes Robinson. Over to Malang. Malang looking to get her up. Back to Robinson, back to Malang. Great give and go, but steered aside by Harris. Forbes battles with Robinson along the boards. Forbes emerges with the puck for the Bandits.
Penalty coming up here, folks.
And we will have our first penalty of the game. It's going to go against the Goose.
Chris Robinson, I believe.
And it is on Chris Robinson. So the Bandits get their power play with 6:18 to go. I'm sure they would like nothing better to break up this shutout by the Goose.
This is their opportunity here. You've got 5 guys on 4. Face off to the left of Nick Foster. This is their chance with 6 minutes left here.
Controlled by the Goose and broken up. And now here comes Dunt with a full head of steam. It's behind the defense, but now they catch up. Looking to pass to McCarthy, but that's just a hair behind him. Now the Bandits looking to break out. Strathman intercepts that. Chips it back in. And now Fortner takes it behind his own net. And now Jones. Jones is bothered by Dunt. And now Jones emerges. That's tipped to the corner by Strathman. Strathman up the sidewall. Good penalty kill by the Goose. Aaron Harris clears it. Up to Kelly Houston. That pass was blocked by Dunt. Now Dan Jones gets it out, but right on the stick of Dunt, who chips it back in. Now Julie Moore chips it ahead. Kelly Houston now chips it up to Forbes. Just out of his reach and cleared by Strathman. About 30 seconds to go now on the penalty. 4:26 to go in the game. 5-0 Goose. Dunt now with the puck. Top of the slot. His shot is deflected wide. Cleared by the Bandits. And now Moore clears, and that'll just about do it for the penalty. Chipped in by McCarthy, and Robinson is out of the box. Busby now for the Bandits. Gets it back to Forbes. Good breaks that up. Still has the puck on his stick. Gets a shot off, but that's blocked by Fortner. And then on goal, and Harris makes the save.
Ooh, Aaron Harris up to the task again, as he's been all afternoon. And the violent collision we had there on the side of the net after that save.
No harm done. That's why we wear pads. So nothing too bad there. 3:15 to go. And there's no quitting the Bandits. They're still going for it. Led by Martin Lopez. Looking to win the draw, but it's taken back to the Goose. Big battle of the puck, and it's in. That one by Torgerson. That puck was just bouncing in front of the net, and the Bandits just couldn't clear it. And you could just kind of see that one coming. If the Goose could get a stick on it, it was probably going to go in, and that's what happened.
The second or third goal we've seen today where the puck is just either behind Aaron Harris or to his side, and it seems like the Goose are just the first one on the puck, and as you say, right next to the net, you'll put that in easily.
So 2.5 to go now. 6-0 Goose. Here comes Peterson. His shot goes wide. Burns chips it around. Lopez up to Busby. Busby bothered by Peterson. Busby again gets it into the zone where that's cleared by Good. That was deflected by Papian, so no icing. Now Fortner. He gets it over to Lopez. Lopez around Torgerson. Quite a battle going on there. Shot just through the crease. Another one through the crease. Another deflection. Matt Burns had two big chances. Now Collins emerges for the Bandits. Just over a minute to go now. One minute to go. Ken Busby with the puck. He's bothered by Torgerson. He shoots. That's steered aside by Foster. Just out. Fortner almost kept that in. But the Bandits regroup. Fortner dumps that in. Pashka chips it ahead where it's taken by Lopez. Torgerson chips that up. Pashka chips it in. Harris steers that to the corner where it's taken by Lopez. Gets it up but not out. Now Jones chips it out. That's going to just about do it. And so our final score is Wild Goose 6, Bandits nothing. Patrick, that short bench we talked about early, I think really came into play as this game went on. But both teams played hard. I was very impressed with the Bandits' effort with only 9 skaters today. But in the end, it was just too much to overcome, and the Goose emerged victorious.
I think you're exactly right. We saw that first period. It was a goal 1 minute into the game, but then after that, it was very even. The first period finished 1-0, and then the Goose just kept chipping away at it, capitalizing on their opportunities, and at the end of the day, you just can't play with 9 players and hope to beat a team that has 6 or 7 more skaters than you. But like you said, the Bandits, full effort, even with the 3 seconds left, Lee Collins is skating down the puck to try and get one last shot on net. Nothing more you can ask for a team with 9 skaters, and fantastic effort all around.
All right, so scoring recap. Again, 57 seconds in the first period. Nick Peterson unassisted for the Goose. Second period saw 3 more for the Goose, starting with Josh Malang with an assist by Todd Torgerson and Jake Adams. Matt Burns got on the board with an assist by McCarthy and Malang. And then Nick Peterson again with the assist by Malang. Third period saw goals by Josh Dunt with an assist by Peterson and Todd Torgerson with another assist by Peterson. So big day for Nick Peterson today.
Yeah.
So 6-0 is our final. Next up is the 2 o'clock game, the Benders and Stampede in the intermediate division. This was an entertaining game in the novice division. Want to remind you again that D-League Radio is brought to you by the Keg Stand, now in their 3rd year as sponsors. And the Keg Stand has over 90 beers on tap with new tappings every week. They're located at 3530 Westtown Parkway in West Des Moines. Full menu, some of the best food in town. Open until 2 a.m. 7 days a week. And the official sponsor of the CIDL. Also brought to you by So Cherry. So Cherry provides a lot of the jerseys you'll see in our league. And they do a great job. And they will not only do team orders, you can order as little as 1 item and they will take care of it for you. So they will have options to fit any budget. They are the official outfitter of the CIDL. And also Red Dragon Herbs. So Red Dragon Herbs can be found online at reddragonherbs.net. They were also at the Farmers Market this summer, which just ended last Saturday, but they're still online and have a lot of great gift ideas. It's great loose leaf tea, so I recommend that, Red Dragon Herbs. So, Patrick, 6-0 is the final here for the Goose. Any final thoughts before we wrap this up?
I think it was a very well-played hockey game. Both teams came out. They did what they were doing. They were coached well. Both goaltenders were really just outstanding. Could have been a lot of goals either way if the goalies were not up to the tasks.
All right, so that's going to wrap it up here. Again, the final score is the Goose 6, the Bandits nothing. Stay tuned for the 2 o'clock game for the Banders and Stampede. And so for my co-host, Patrick Samborski, and our executive producer, Rich Harms, I'm Matt Whips, and this is D-League Radio.